Today is Monday, Parashat Tissa. The parasha of this week begins by telling us when you want to count the Jewish people, you count them not directly, but you count them through them giving a machatzit shekel, a half of a shekel. And the word that is used is kitissa, when you raise, when you elevate, because that machatzit shekel that was given, actually yearly they gave a machatzit shekel that was for the communal offerings in Bet HaMikdash. So every Jew had a share in the service of Bet HaMikdash. There was also one time machatzit shekel that was given in the desert for the sockets, for the walls around the Mishkan. And again, that everybody should participate to make sure that the Mishkan and the offerings are all not just sponsored by one person or one family that is able to afford it, but rather that each one of Am Yisrael has a share in it. And it's a great concept, not just in terms of the Mishkan and the offerings, but just in general. When there is a communal project, it's important that as much as possible that everybody should have a share in it. And here in the Machatzit shekel, it says, "Ha'ashir lo yarbeh ve'adal lo yam'it." A person who's wealthy cannot give more than half a shekel. Ve'adal, and a person who is poor should not give less than half a shekel, so that each person has an equal share in those mitzvot that are done in the Mishkan or in Bet HaMikdash. Now, nowadays, there is a custom to give Machatzit shekel in the month of Adar, because they really started raising the funds of Machatzit shekel in the month of Adar in anticipation of the 1st of Nisan, because the 1st of Nisan started a new fiscal year for the Bet HaMikdash, and the offerings are to be done from that year's contribution. So a month before the 1st of Nisan, we start announcing the idea of Machatzit shekel. And nowadays there is a custom to give machatzit shekel. Many poskim hold that you just give half of the currency of that country, which would be half a dollar in this case. And this is in remembrance, zecher leMachatzit shekel. But also the idea of not counting directly the people, but rather through the machatzit shekel, is to protect them, because there is a concept that the beracha is found in things that are not counted. So we don't count them directly, so not to put them at risk. We count the machatzit shekel, and we know that way the number of people. And the machatzit shekel is given also in the context of this parasha, lechaper al nafshotechem, to be a kapara for you, because giving of tzedakah creates an atonement. And also the word that is used, ki tissa, when you elevate, because through the contribution that you give, you are actually elevated and you benefit from that giving. Person is elevated spiritually and in terms of zechut, in terms of merit of having helped such an important project as the building of the Mishkan or the participating in the daily offerings in Bet HaMikdash. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.